Welcome back to the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. Time now for everyone except Michelle's favorite game, no fence riding. For the uninitiated, I've got a series of statements for our panel. They have to decide which side of the fence they're on, no riding it, or they get called out like Jonah did a couple weeks back. All right, let's kick things off here. Number one, we have become numb to greatness. I thought about this a lot after Ilia Malinin, the self-proclaimed quad god, failed to medal in an event he was the heavy favorite in. And a lot of discourse online centered around how he wasn't able to handle the pressure in that moment. We should do a better job to alleviate that press, all that kind of stuff. While I sympathize with him, the fact of the matter is this. A lot of GOAT athletes have faced that pressure and risen to the occasion. That's why they're the greats. Just because you're the best in the world doesn't mean you'll come through. Kevin, your thoughts here?
I agree with that. We have become numb to greatness. You used an Olympic example. I'll use another one in Simone Biles, who was a heavy favorite several years ago to become a gold medalist again. And obviously she had the issues that she did, but she was able to make the comeback to become back at the top of the sport. Once again, that's part of the fun journey when it comes to watching these athletes overcome, trial and tribulation to get back to where they were at the top of their respective sports. So, yeah, I think we have become numb to greatness, and it's a shame because these athletes are as good as we've ever seen, whatever sport you choose to watch at these days.
Mike, hop in.
It speaks to the immense pressure that the Olympics provides that no other sport does. Your bites at the apple are so much fewer and farther between. Now he's going to have to wait until 2030. Any of these other athletes that we are talking about, whether it's Patrick Mahomes tearing an ACL a couple of months back, or any of the guys who recently came close but didn't quite get there. Drake May is going to get another shot in 6 months. Ilia Malinin is going to have to wait for a very long time. So there is a difference. There is a fundamental difference in the pressure that an Olympic athlete faces, because this might be, depending on what his future looks like from an injury perspective, this may have been his only chance. He may be, probably not. He's still a young man. He may have another chance 4 years from now, but it's plausible, it's possible that this was his only shot. So we're grading on different curves here for the athletes that we normally cover in professional sports against Olympians.
Joe,
I do think there is a numbness to greatness. The curse of excellence is expectation. And I do think our expectation levels are no longer commensurate to understanding the difficulty with which it takes to create these incredible sports moments. And because we have become ruled by the phone that is ruled by moments, and you see all these moments time and time and time again, there is certainly a numbness that comes with it.
All right, moving on. Got to go quick here. Number two, personally, it's okay to let All-Star games go the way of the dinosaur. I know the NBA is trying and seems to have succeeded in saving the All-Star game format, but for those who didn't know, there was a Pro Bowl game this year. I watched maybe 15 total seconds of it, and I think the NFL is going to be all right. All-Star games were to honor the best, but mainly because they needed visibility for great athletes in other markets. Joe, your thoughts here?
I think it's a great point. A lot of that visibility now is on social media, which I just kind of blame for the other issue. Right. But in terms of this one, I do think it helps these athletes. They're able to monetize it, and they don't need to go to these all-star showcases. Why does an NFL player need a showcase if they're great? Really? They're showcased enough. It has become our national pastime, so the NFL certainly doesn't need it. But I do like the idea of the best in any given sport having an opportunity to play together. There's still something about that I love.
Kevin?
Do away with the Pro Bowl games, keep all the other All-Star games.
That's a fair assessment. Mike, what do you think?
I'm good with naming All-Stars and naming Pro Bowlers, but I don't need to see them actually play in the game. It's a line on the criteria for getting into the Hall of Fame, so it matters in that regard, but it does not matter in terms of the actual games. They're all tanking in terms of viewership, and there's a reason, because none of us care.
I was going to say, Mike barely tuned into this one, and it was actually good.
Yeah, exactly.
Kevin and Mike, Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time on this Sunday.